Look, if you actually want to make real money in the modern YouTube landscape, it's time to stop blindly chasing empty views. Seriously, we need to start understanding the absolute power of USA-targeted RPM. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down the ultimate blueprint for building high-earning, USA-based channels using what we call creative automation. We are talking about 4 specific highly lucrative niches where, get this, in some cases, just 1,000 views can generate up to $60. We're totally moving past the robotic, brain-rot content of the past and entering a brand new era. So, get focused, grab a notepad, because this explainer is going to give you the exact step-by-step process to build these channels the right way. Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. First up, we'll cover the massive monetization update. Then we'll break down our 4 target niches: the US financial market, viral horror stories, finance case studies, and lastly, the Archangel Michael niche. Section 1. The monetization update, surviving the July 15, 2025 rules. Now, I know there's a ton of fear out there right now about channel demonetization. And honestly, it's justified. Platforms have been completely flooded with basic robotic content. Because of that, on July 15, 2025, a super strict update is rolling out that specifically targets low-effort AI output. That old, lazy automation, the robotic scripts and repetitive visuals, it's completely dead. We are officially in the new era of creative automation. This means, yeah, we still use AI, but we use it to build value-driven scripts, and then we apply our own creative editing and a highly engaging narrative flow. You absolutely have to bring a human touch to the table if you want to stay monetized today. Section 2. The U.S. financial market, building a high RPM foundation. So this first niche is literally a gold mine, because advertisers pay top dollar for the specific demographic. But your execution has to be flawless. Here is the exact step-by-step tech stack you're going to need. Step 1. We use ChatGPT to research high RPM titles and generate a really engaging story-driven script. Step 2. We drop that script into Femora AI for voice generation. You'll want to use a professional voice profile. The Marcus voice works incredibly well here. Step 3, don't just settle for raw AI audio. We run it through Audiolab to convert the formats and then use Lexis Audio Editor to trim the gaps and make that sound crystal clear. Finally, step 4, bring the whole shebang into CapCut for your motion graphics editing. This structured pipeline is what guarantees the high-quality result the new algorithm actually wants. Now, what's really interesting here is the incredible precision of this title, how the 1% legally avoid taxes and what you can learn. When we're prompting ChatGPT for high RPM concepts, we aren't looking for generic, boring money advice. We want highly specific, value-driven hooks tailored exactly for a U.S. audience that's looking to understand wealth preservation. A title like this practically guarantees viewer engagement, and it commands premium advertiser rates right out of the gate. All right, Section 3, viral horror stories, unlocking massive growth potential. Okay, so the RPM here might be slightly lower than the finance niche, sure, but the viral subscriber growth you can hit on platforms like Instagram and YouTube Shorts, it's explosive. The absolute secret to engaging this audience is feeding the AI very precise, creative constraints. Think about this prompt snippet. We ask the AI to write a creepy horror story without any dialogue. Find a paper with strange rules. The rules should be as unique and creepy as possible. By forcing the AI to build a slow, mysterious, psychologically disturbing story based entirely around bizarre rules rather than just people talking, you create an incredibly immersive experience. And the results? They instantly hook human psychology. Just listen to these. Rule 1, lights out if you see no reflection in the mirror. Yikes. Rule 2, put falling items back instantly in reverse order. Rule 3, do not answer the 3 a.m. phone because the voice on the other end will be your own. Rule 4, blindfold yourself if the mannequins start moving. I mean, no way, right? Viewers will stay glued to the screen just waiting to see what terrifying rule drops next. To actually bring these terrifying rules to life, you're going to want to take mental notes on this specific visual tech stack. For generating the image prompts, we use the latest DeepSeek R1, and make sure you turn on that Deep Think option so it truly visualizes the creepy scenes. Then take those prompts straight into Monet AI for the actual image generation. The crucial settings to remember here are vertical aspect ratio, a quantity of 4 so you have choices, set the CFG scale, which is basically how strictly the AI follows your prompt, right around 51, and keep the style to non-style. Then generate your creepy voiceover over in 11 Labs, and finally, use Filmora AI to auto-generate some high-quality editable captions so the viewer can read along. Let's pivot to Section 4, Finance Case Studies, the maximum RPM strategy. So if that first finance niche was our foundation, these deep dive case studies touch the absolute highest levels of YouTube ad revenue, period. So the crucial point you have to remember is this. If you want USA-based revenue, you must strictly target American financial trends. When you're doing your daily research, whether you're using an app like InShorts or doing deep dives into real estate, you have to focus entirely on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. You need to completely ignore local markets like the Nifty or Sensex. Your content has to speak directly to the American wallet. Let me give you an example of how deep you need to go. We don't just tell the AI to say, real estate is good. Actually, scratch that. We compare the 8 to 10% average returns of stocks, which, as we know, are highly vulnerable to bad headlines, against the heavy leverage, monthly cash flow, and specific tax depreciation benefits of real estate. This level of deep, well-researched documentary-style scripting, it's absolutely essential to hold the attention of that older, wealthier demographic. And finally, we hit Section 5, the Archangel Michael niche, or God Message 2.0. So the old God message channels used to rely super heavily on YouTube Shorts, pulling in a tiny 29 to 56 cents per 1,000 views. But by targeting an older, deeply engaged demographic with long-form content focused specifically on Archangel Michael, the potential RPM is a staggering $5. That is literally 10 times the revenue for reaching the exact same engaged audience. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Now, the workflow here is beautifully simple, but it is highly deliberate. Step 1. We actually switch over to Grok AI for the scripting. Why? Well, Grok has proven to be incredibly effective at handling these highly specific, religious prompts and nailing the perfect, comforting tone. Step 2. We use Filmora AI to generate a deep, resonant voiceover. Step 3. Head over to Pexels to grab some free, high-quality nature stock footage. Think serene forests, clouds, beautiful skies. Step 4, bring it all into CapCut, remove those awkward audio gaps, lay the voiceover over your beautiful footage, throw on some captions, and boom, you are ready to publish. So, what does this all mean? We've covered the massive upcoming monetization changes, and we've detailed the precise workflows for the 4 highest-earning USA niches. The era of lazy copy-pasting is officially over, but the era of creative automation is just beginning. And honestly, the rewards are bigger than they've ever been. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Will you adapt to the 1% creative mindset, putting in the effort to engineer real value and engaging edits? Or will you just let the new algorithm leave you behind? The tools are literally right in front of you. It's time to build. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.